What's going on, people? We are back with another video. Now you're probably wondering, what is this behind me? Why does it say 44 yikes 44 error? Well, this is the page where Mary's GoFundMe page was actually active, and the page is now disappeared. And right now on the internet, people are saying that the page was reported so many times that it had to be taken down. So that means, technically speaking, if that's true, Mary would have never got any of the money that she did have. Now, the last time that I did check the page and it was still active, I remember the time she had about over 1,000, I think it was like $1,300 in the account. But whether or not she's obviously got that money now, nobody knows. But at the same time, though, she's also been called out for purposely using Brandon's account to write messages to try and make people feel bad. But now we're in another situation where she's come back on social media with some new messages. So let's dive into them. But before we do that, please do subscribe. We are on the road to 50K. And you know already, guys, come on now. We're trying to get there by the end of this month. That is 9 days left. We literally need 1,500 left more people to subscribe last time that I checked. Now, with that being said, Mary decided to come out with this post. She came out with 2 posts. This is post number 1. Luckily for me, it was provided to us by the reality TV Mespers. I missed it. Now, this is what Mary had to say. And again, forgive me for my reading. It's not my reading. It's just that Mary's English isn't exactly the best. People report my Facebook and I can't access it anymore. I'm here dealing with a lot of pain and can't even eat. People are very worst. Maybe all of you will soon be happy when I die. Yeah, Mary's really going down for the extreme in this one. So yes, I warn you. You don't know what I've been through right now. If only I could show you my situation right now. If only you can see me here every day. If only you are here with me when I vomit, when I have this effing painful thing inside of my stomach, you know. I won't do any medication or go back to the hospital. And I hope when I die, you realize that it's not okay to bash and judge someone that you don't know what's going on in their lives. Now, before I move on to the next one itself in particular, it is quite crazy, isn't it? How Mary can come out with a message so strong and think it's okay. What is she trying to gain from this? Where is this anger coming from? Where is this frustration coming from? Now, here's the thing. Mary can sit there and say that it's our fault to the people online that make comments, or people who make videos, or people who make posts. She could say it's all of us people, right, that has caused this anger. But we know that it's not. This anger has come from a place way before us, because we've seen it on the show. We've seen the insecurity that she has. We've seen the way she treated Brandon. And not only did we see the way she treated Brandon on the show, but we also saw how she treated Brandon off the show. We saw all the social media posts, whether it be a TikTok live or an Instagram live, where she's screaming saying, Brandon is not looking after me, Brandon is doing this, Brandon's doing that. And I really, really hope that this woman can one day seek a counselor. Now, of course, Brandon's mother did say on the tell that Mary needs one-to-one counseling. So does Brandon, but Mary needs it more than ever, because for someone to come in with such anger and such brutality in her words about dying, that is crazy. Now, I'm not trying to diminish the fact that people should not be bashing her, because that 100% is not okay. I don't know if people have been bashing her. I know I haven't necessarily, but if people have been bashing her in judgment, her and Brandon, listen, obviously that needs to stop. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what do we benefit from being mean to people by saying cruel things? We are able to give people criticism, yes, 100%. Constructive criticism, 100%, yes. But then again, at the same time, Mary's the kind of person that if you criticize her in a constructive way, she's the kind of person that would take it as if it's hate. And I think that's where the problem lies. Mary's not one of those people that's going to be able to really care about whether someone is trying to help her or if someone is actually trying to be mean to her. But hey, we continue with the next one itself in particular. Now, in this one, as you can see, you reported my Facebook, and that's the only one that helps me to make money for my child and my family. You know, let's talk about that. Why is it that Brandon is still not helping? Now, let's just go with the fact that this is true, because you never know. Maybe Brandon is working, but Mary wants us to believe that he isn't working. Mary wants us to believe that she's the one that's having to feed every single person in the household. We don't know if that's 100% true, but we know that Mary likes to obviously control the narrative. But I know the last time we checked, which was obviously when the season was on, Brandon was not working at the time. But I'd like to imagine that they have probably been together now in the Philippines for probably about 2 years. Because, you know, when it comes to 90 Day Fiance, when it's filmed, it is generally filmed like a year in advance. You know, because obviously they've got to do all that filming before they air it, right? So it has to be at least a year, maybe a year and a half, who knows, in advance. So therefore, based on whenever their season was filmed till now, I can only imagine that. And let's not forget though, Mary got pregnant while she was on the show, but obviously the baby was not a part of the show, but at the time she wasn't fully pregnant. Once the show was over, then we saw that she had kids. So therefore we know there was definitely a 9-month gap within the filming. So my point being is, you can't tell me that within that time till now, Brandon is still not working. That is appalling. But at the same time though, we do know that Brandon does ask for money from his mother. So that's something that was confirmed on the tell-all. Now, she did say that she wasn't going to give them any more money, and Brandon did say he's going to do better. But right now, it's looking like he's not. But we continue. I lost courage. I lost faith. Seeing all your comments give me a lot of pain. I am the only one providing food for my family and needs for my child. Let's quickly go back to the part about seeing all your comments gives me a lot of pain. Why are you looking at comments for? It's funny because people behave as if they have to look at comments. If I upload a video, I don't have to look at the comments. Of course I do, because obviously I've got to make sure that I'm reading other people's opinions. Obviously that's a part of what I do 100%. But do I have to look at the comments? Not necessarily, because I could make videos and people could hate me. And if they did, then I wouldn't look at the comments. I don't have to. Do I have to go out and search my name to see what people say? No, why? So Mary is choosing to go online, choosing to read these comments. If you know these comments are hurting you, these comments are bashing you all this time, why are you actually reading them then? You don't have to read them. And the thing is, we know that Mary has the ability to ignore comments, because when she does a live stream sometimes, I'm not too sure when the last time she did one, but I've been to one of her live streams, and when people ask her questions, what does she do? She ignores all the questions that she doesn't want to hear. So she has the ability to actually ignore comments anyway. So I don't really buy this whole BS about comments give me a lot of pain. In fact, anybody that's out there, that's on the internet, that's on TV, and you're complaining about how people are commenting this, commenting that, you don't have to read comments. It's just that simple. You don't have to go into your DMs. Like, really and truly, you can even stop people from even messaging you. Like, there are options out there to prevent you from seeing these things. So for me personally, this whole comment thing, it has to stop. But we continue. Now that I have health problems, I can't work as a call center agent anymore because I'm night shift, and that's bad for my health. When I die, I want all the bashers to know that it's not very good to bash and judge people and say bad things to people who you really don't know. I want you to realize that when I die. It's interesting. She talks about bashing people that you don't know, judging people that you don't know. But read on me this. On the season, she didn't know what Brandon spending time with his sister. Why? Because she was afraid that his sister was going to have friends that he's going to like. But you don't know his sister though. You don't know his sister's friends. You don't know if they're going to like him. But yet you judged his sister, and you judged whoever she was with without even knowing them. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you bashed them at the same time. You even judged Brandon going and spend time with his mother because you was afraid of the fact that she had roommates that were women. But you didn't know those women. But yet you stopped him. You judged them. And in that process, you even bashed Brandon in the first place anyway. So she talks about bashing and judging. But the thing is, though, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You do these things you were doing these things about all the time anyway. I mean, she talks about people who she says like, I want you to realize, people who you really don't know, right? It's interesting because she's the kind of person that goes online, will bash Brandon. Okay, but we don't know Brandon, right? We don't know Brandon in your life, but yet you will happily go online on your camera, pick up your camera, record him playing a game, record you two having an argument, just so you can show him to be this villain, and then upload it or stream it. That's literally the same as what you're saying right now. You're being a hypocrite. Don't say things that you're not sticking to yourself. Again, this doesn't mean that I'm supporting people that bash her, and I'm definitely not supporting her bashing him. But the fact is, though, she's asking people to treat in a way that she treats others, though. Make that make sense. It's funny, isn't it? It's easy for her to treat other people a certain type of way, but when it's her on the receiving end, oh, no. It's not okay. It's not acceptable. It's just funny, isn't it? The level of hypocrisy. I can't say the bloody word, can I? You know what I'm trying to say, okay? Yeah. It's not hypocrite, the other one, but whatever. It's just crazy. But you know what though? Here's the thing. Ain't it funny? And this thing that I do find quite interesting. The conversation that we should be having really and truly should be maybe, how she's doing, all that kind of stuff. But it's crazy how she'll make a whole post to make people feel bad. I'm just saying that, like, I've just noticed a pattern here. So she made a post originally confirming that she had cancer. But since then, the next posts were all about trying to make people feel bad, so therefore they would give her money. Now the account's been taken down and her Facebook's been taken down allegedly. She's now out here complaining again about how people have now tarnished this and that. Listen, I do not wish anything bad on anybody. Nor do I ever wish bad on Mary or anyone in this world. Like, there's no benefit from wishing anything bad from people. But to be honest, if you just sit there and have the use the word die so many times, that's crazy. That's crazy. Mary, probably never said this video, but if you ever did, you need to go see someone. You need to get, something needs to be done. Because this behavior right here, it's not healthy. It's not safe. It's not kind. It's horrible. And to make it worse, you are putting yourself in a position of more pain. Because the fact that you're sitting and thinking of these things and writing these things, is this stuff even helping you? Well, listen, misery loves company. There's some people in this world that when they're in a bad place, they want to see everybody else burn. They want to drag everybody else down with them. And it seems like as if that may even be the case with Mary. But hey, Mary's always ready to fight. She's always ready to fight fire, isn't she now? Nonetheless, though, you guys let me know what you're thinking down. But I know one last thing I'll say is this. Now, there were people who did say, I remember seeing this when I made the video about her announcing that she had been diagnosed with cancer. There were certain people who were saying that, I'm sorry to hear that Mary has cancer, and I hope this cancer does not take her, but I would not be donating because she's not a nice person. That's a powerful thing for someone to say. Very powerful. And they're not wrong in saying that, because everyone's entitled to how they feel. But you know what, though? That makes a lot of sense. So I think Mary needs to focus more on being a better person. You know, if she does have the cancer that we all still question, I really hope that she can take her time throughout everything that she needs to go through to really analyze how she wants to leave this world. Does she want to leave it in this way or leave it being a better person? But it's interesting though, why did she mention the fact that she will not be going to the hospital? That wasn't this comment, wasn't it? Yes. I won't be doing any medication and I won't go back to the hospital. Why? Well, because a couple of people have said certain things, you don't like it. So now you're going to jeopardize your own life. So you're now going to not take whatever you need to take or go to hospital and to do what you need to do to save your own life because people have said this and that. You see what she's done here? She's trying to, what's that word? I wouldn't call it reverse psychology, but she's trying to like make it a necessity. It's like she's trying to say that, hey, I'm no longer taking these pills or no longer take this medication. I'm never going to see the doctors again because, I want you all to feel bad for me. I want to not be here anymore. So you all feel like, what? Maybe I'm reading that wrong, but she said that for a purpose. Everything that she says is for a purpose. She doesn't say things just for the sake of it. And the more I think about it, that is such a messed up thing to say. I'm leaving. I'm done. Thank you so much for your time. We are on the road to 50K. Help us get there. 9 more days before the end of the month. Come on now. Tell a friend. Tell a family member. Make an account. Don't care. Let's make it happen. Peace.